The day started with 3 teams level on 14 points. France in third and Hungary in second were just 400 grams apart. Reigning world champions England were on top because their fish, caught by their 5 anglers, weighed 3 kilos more than any of the other teams. No one could have imagined, though, the drama to come as the final day of the competition got underway. So a very different day today at the World Feeder Championships here in Terneuzen. We're on the Ghent-Terneuzen Canal and this is section A1. Behind me, Portugal's Jose Evangelista. It's been a fantastic day for the Portuguese. They're 4th overall and today could be a very big day for them.
And next door in A2 we have the Frenchman Sebastian Kiel. Now France are doing particularly well. They're right at the top of the pile on 14 points. And the significance of these two being next door to each other is Portugal are snapping at their heels in the team event. The battle for Team Gold would go right down to the very last minutes of a 5-hour match. Here on the A section, France's Sebastian Kiel was struggling for bites. He was heading for a weight of 1 kilo 523 grams with just 12 small fish. Next door on A1 though, Jose Evangelista from Portugal would get a massive reward for his patience, but more about that later. England's man in section A was Adam Wakeling. On day 1 he waited for 3.5 hours for a bite on D section. Here on A, and Adam already had 2 fish to his name. There would be a late drama here in the early pegs on this section. In B, the momentum was building for the French team. They've never won a medal in the feeder competition before, so today was a huge day for them. Johan Hoasis on peg 2 only managed to land 650 grams, but on a day when the fishing was tough, that was enough for second. So I've got Bob Regis here now from the French team, and Bob, they're doing very well at the moment, catching in every section.
Yes, and we knew that. They've sorted out their tactics this year. They've been very cagey, obviously, as the English are as well. I think they've got a good chance, but the English are always there. But the French are very good this year.
England's Dean Barlow managed 6 fish from his peg in B. They went 1 kilo 119. In the top of C, Arno van der Stad salvaged some pride for the Dutch host nation, winning his section with 2 kilos 218. Their team would finish 9th. The second half of the section would be a straight battle between the French angler Elie Montalic and 3 pegs away, England's Mick Vials.
So Tommy, tell me the news.
Well, we know how to go. We couldn't win it. And Phil Ringer just had a skimmer of £1.5 and he's playing another one now. So he could finish up coming first or second in his section. Steve just had a skimmer, could be first in his section. 10 minutes ago we were 9 points behind France and all of a sudden we've just got 6 points. So game on to the last hour.
In D, Phil Ringer was in the zone. He'd already had 1 nice bream, but if he could land it, this one would be a real game changer for England.
So there's Phil playing that fish now, and this is a very significant fish, not just the team, but also for Phil too.
Yeah, well, he could if he wins his section. He has 2 section wins, and he could finish up with a gold medal around his neck. So, but you know, more importantly, he's just gone 5 points up on the on the team, which is great, which has put us in a great position to win the team. But this is a big fish. This is a big fish. I said from day 1 that this match will be won in the last 15 minutes of team-wise. And it will be. Supreme.
Get in there! Well done, Phil! You're the man!
In E, it was definitely France's day. Christophe Sobolewski was running away with it. He'd finished the day with 8 fish for 3 kilos 303 and a section win. Crucially for the overall team event, it meant Steve Ringer, the reigning overall individual champion, would be pushed into second. After 5 hours of drama, the match was over. This extraordinary venue had produced one of the closest matches ever seen in international competition, and no one knew who'd won it.
This mullet, landed in the same section as Catalan, would have a massive effect on the overall outcome of the match. England's Phil Ringer had the chance to be individual world champion if he could win his section. But even with that big bream in his net, his total of 2 kilos 403 was only good enough for second in section and 2 points. With frantic radio communications along the bank, it was clearly a straight fight between England and the French. Each weigh-in swung the result from one to another. Finally, as Catalan weighed in 1 kilo 380, the result was in.
1 kilo 380. He said to us it was between 1.3 and 1.5. He's absolutely right. Now.
So England had done it, retaining their title as World Feeder Champions. The margin was incredible, just half a point from France, and Hungary were third.